And another of our older pictures is this fine oil painting by James Arthur O'Connor, who would be one of the most famous Irish painters of the 19th century. He was based mainly in London, originally from Ireland, but he travelled to Ireland at least once or twice a year. And he tended to use landscape near to Dublin, so he would go travel to County Kildare, the more rural parts of County Dublin, and particularly County Wicklow, which he was very, very fond of. And we can see why, because the landscape lends itself to good paintings. This particular scene here is dated 1840, which would be about a year before he died. And generally speaking, his works of this period are a little bit darker. However, this particular work, which perhaps maybe was started earlier and he finished it in 1840, it's more similar to the paintings he did in the 1820s and 1830s, which were of what they call a romantic and personal style, which was the fashion in London at that time. We see here his trademark figure, the little figure in the landscape here with the red cape. By the way, not every O'Connor has to have this little figure. Some people think, oh, if it has that figure, it's genuine. If it hasn't, it's a fake. No, it's not necessarily. There's a lot of fakes with that figure in it, by the way. Having said that, this is the genuine article. And we can see why, because the detail in the trees, the detail in the landscape, the way he painted it is excellent. This probably is a scene in County Wicklow, though it's just called a landscape or figure in a landscape. We sold a very, very similar view to this, which was actually titled by James Arthur O'Connor, Wicklow Landscape. So we do know it's somewhere in County Wicklow. Perhaps some of you may recognise it, perhaps not. It's a very fine example of his work. And as I say, the dating to a late date I think might be slightly off. It may be something that was started earlier. But if you wanted a very typical example of James Arthur O'Connor, you have a very fine one here.